Hi, everybody. I'm Kristin from Goodbye Gear. There we go. So Goodbye Gear, we're an online marketplace for used baby and kid gear. And our mission is really to change the way that people buy and sell used items. When you have a baby, those of you who have kids, you probably understand this, you end up accumulating so much stuff. But it's stuff that you actually need, sometimes only for a matter of months or weeks. And then what do you do with it? You're left with a house full of stuff that has to go somewhere because you need room for the next set of gear for your child. And you'd think that parents would turn to places like this. And I did, of course, Facebook and Craigslist. But it's a terrible experience. You go back and forth in messages with a whole bunch of strangers, and then you haggle over price, and then you coordinate your schedules, and you find a time, and you pack your kids in the car and the gear, and you drive across town, and you meet them in a parking lot. It's archaic and a complete waste of time. So we found, through a lot of research and talking to a lot of other parents, and in particular moms, and found that our actual competition is this: your basement, your garage, or the local Goodwill. This is actually my business partner's basement, Jessica. Was. But the thing is, this stuff is actually worth a lot of money. On average, parents spend $1,300 per child per year on gear that has another life in it. And with 25 million families in the US, that's over $10 billion in potential value that's sitting in people's basements every year. So at Goodbye Gear, we've made it dead simple to monetize your basement and clean out the clutter. That's Jess's nanny and her husband, but anyways. So we launched our service in Denver and Boulder last year. We started the company in September 2016, and we've seen tremendous growth. And so, giving you an update on what's happened in the last 12 months, we've grown our team from Jess and I to 4 full-time employees, and we have 7 wing moms and an engineer. And we raised our seed round last year, which really was a part of. And we grew our revenues by 85%. And we got some good PR. And we've also spent a lot of time building our back-end tools that really facilitate the whole operations. Customers love Goodbye Gear. They tell us time and time again. Our NPS we've been tracking for over 6 months. It's never dropped below 80. And we have mostly 5-star reviews. And then the retention is better than we expected. We thought that people would want to sell once or twice every 3 years. We've actually seen in the last year it's over 2 times that sellers come back. We call it the goodbye goggles. It's like once you've done this once and you realize how awesome it feels, then you start recognizing, oh, my kid's done with this exercise, or I can just put that aside and call Goodbye Gear again. So we're really excited about how people are coming back more than we expected. I'm sorry, this is a little small, but this is some of the customer love. We've changed people's lives, which is pretty amazing, by just selling the stuff that they're not using. So in terms of, oops, did I miss one? No. So in terms of customer acquisition, there's a slide missing, but I'll just talk about it. So one of our ways that we acquire customers, we have wing moms, which are essentially stay-at-home moms, or we have teen moms now, and they come and they bring their kids in, and they actually provide our workforce, so they take the photos for us, and they post the items, and then they're also a really great way to get the word out. So they're our brand ambassadors, and they provide a lot of our customer acquisition on the buyer side. And then on the seller side, we have been working with a number of partnerships, and I won't go through all of these, but Hope House, for example, is an organization that helps teen moms, and they get in-kind donations that that are not equipped to accept. So they've done a number of campaigns out to their customer base promoting Goodbye Gear so that customers donate their goods to Hope House via us. So all the cash proceeds go to Hope House, but we actually facilitate all of the sale. Of course, we do paid advertising. If you Google, product listing ads are really awesome because they're super cheap for us, and you can see we're right there beside Amazon, but we're half the price. And then, of course, the video people, it helps them get what we do, so it's been really successful in terms of getting seller acquisition. And then we're forward-looking in the next 12 months. We're really focused on seller acquisition and retention. Our biggest challenge to date has been getting inventory. The demand is there, and that's been great for us, but that's what our big focus is, and is building those loops that we learned about yesterday. And we are laser focused on our expansion and growth in the Denver and Boulder markets right now, and building up the operational scale, and moving to our next markets next year, and we're raising our next round this fall. That's it. Thank you.